Bonjour à toutes et à tous, encore un petit peu d'émulation de la Nintendo Switch sur le Légion Go et l'émulateur c'est Citron. Alors le but ça va être de jouer à Red Dead Redemption, mais surtout de pas rester à 60 FPS, de pas rester à 30 FPS, mais de passer à 60 FPS. Pour cela vous avez un lien pour récupérer les modes dans la description. Un appui long sur le nom du jeu ou un clic droit, Open Mode Data Location. Vous copiez les fichiers, les dossiers inclus dans le zip et vous pouvez copier les dossiers 60 fps et unlock 60 fps limite. Après un autre clic droit ou appui long, tout en bas propriété, et arrivé ici, moi je vais juste me contenter de 60 fps, sur le Légion Go ce sera déjà bien, plutôt que d'essayer de les dépasser grâce à l'unlock fps, et ensuite on va pouvoir lancer le jeu. C'était pas ce que je voulais faire. Voilà, start game, c'est parti. C'est bien parti. Voilà, on voit tout de suite 60 fps calés en haut à gauche au lieu des 30 d'origine. Oh bah décidément.
am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we helped the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Allez, c'est parti, on va pouvoir jouer un petit peu. Il est toujours là, lui, sous l'art. Bon, pour une fois, je vais pas le chahuter. On va le laisser un peu tranquille.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Howdy.
You ain't gonna find 30 horses of these in all of New Ulster.
Mais... Ah, c'est celui-là le mien alors.
Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
Come on.
Mais il est où l'autre? Mais moi j'ai doublé le train. Bah, reviens. C'est là où on voit le jeu quand il était classe. Les panoramas là ils sont quand même sympas. L'ambiance est vraiment bien retranscrite. sais même plus en quelle année il est sorti au départ, mais c'est tout jeune. Hein.
Do you know him? I think I heard his name. Says he got a telegram from Blackwater Big Bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business. That's right. Slow down, Mr. Marston.
Oui, t'as qu'à accélérer.
Yeah. You ain't very talkative, are you? Nope. I'm just chewing the dog, mister. That's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it. Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing. You don't look much like no Blackwater fella. That's because I ain't. If I'm being honest, I don't care much for those highfalutin big city types. Not much at all. Blackwater ain't much of a city. More of a town with delusions, but no, me neither.
Alors on voit en haut à gauche hein, sur les FPS affichés. Hein. Alors le Go ne tient pas les 60 FPS en constant, même tourne plutôt autour de 40. Mais c'est pas très grave, hein, parce que le but c'était vraiment de vous montrer qu'on peut dépasser les 30 FPS. Et avec du matériel plus puissant, on pourra aller jusqu'à 60 et même dépasser les 60 FPS. Ouais, carcasse, non merci. Voilà, on arrive aux formes.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over. So I understand. This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time. For you. Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you, think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Sortir son pistolet comme ça, c'était un peu présomptueux.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. You should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance, for old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Alors dans les endroits un peu ouverts comme ici on voit c'est un peu plus de mal, mais bon ça finit par monter jusqu'à 40. Ouais, ça tourne quand même correctement, c'est plutôt propre. Mais ça fait un peu yo-yo. Il faudrait vraiment quelque chose de plus puissant que le Légion Go. En tout cas, si vous voulez récupérer les mods grâce au lien dans la description, et je vous dis à bientôt pour une nouvelle vidéo. Ciao!